Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a video on the channel. This is going to be a little bit different to what I would usually do. As some of you are aware, probably since the end of last year, I have started to try my best to lose weight and to get fit. And what I'm thinking of doing is perhaps making almost like a chronicalization of this kind of journey that I'm going on. So I'll probably start from the beginning basically. I'm going to put some photos on here as well to give you an idea of what's going on. So December 2019, I bought myself a treadmill, which I've been using every single week. I'm not going to say every single day because I have had a few days where I've had a rest from it, but I am using it probably 3 to 4 times a week, I'd say. When I first started using this, I was not very good at it or not used to it at all. My body was not used to physical exercise, put it that way. I would only do about 10 minutes and this would be at quite a slow pace, just getting used to the idea of moving about on a treadmill. But in the past 3 months, I've been able to get to a point where I can easily do half an hour on the treadmill at a much quicker pace. I was able to do an hour on there at one stage as well. My target is sort of 3 kilometers. And when I first did 3 kilometers, it took me about 45 minutes to an hour, around about that kind of time frame. I've got that down to half an hour now. I'm able to do 3 kilometers in 30 minutes. That would be 1 kilometer every 10 minutes. So I'm able to go quite quickly on the treadmill now and move at quite a pace as well. When I first started this journey around Christmas time, when I weighed, I was about 15 stone at Christmas time. Before that, April last year, I was about 15 stone 8 at my heaviest that I've recorded in the past couple of years. So not too good at all, to be honest with you. And of course, when you're not in the best of physical sort of condition, you do feel quite down about yourself. You do feel, what can you do? What can you change about your lifestyle? And it's not like something you can do like a knee-jerk reaction. You can't just go, right, I'm going to get fit. It's a process. It's something which you've got to do bit by bit, I think. I'm at a stage now where I'm 14 stone. I was able to lose a stone from December until now, so I'm really happy with that. According to my BMI, because I'm 6'1". Oh, my cat just attacked me. According to my BMI, I've got my phone on a little rod thing, so it's hands-free. But my cat decided to just try and attack us. According to my BMI, I'm 6'1", and with the weight that I put in, I should be under 25 on my BMI. I'm currently 25.5, so I'm still slightly over it, so I want to try and get under that. Because anything above 25 on the BMI is classed as overweight, so I want to try and lose that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some photos of me when I was younger. So to give you a bit of a context to the story of where I am with things in my life. When I was in school, I was quite active. I played football, I played rugby. Of course, some of you know I've been playing bowls since the age of 11. When I was 16, I played under 16s bowls for Wales against Scotland in an international test series. And I was playing Monday evenings, Wednesday evenings, Friday evenings, Saturday mornings with the juniors, Saturday afternoons with the championship team, and then Sunday afternoons with the team championship team. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays were the 2 days I didn't play bowls, but on one of those days I'd sometimes play club competitions and stuff as well. So I could very easily, and I did in the past, play 6 days on the trot, 6 days in a row. And of course, a bowls match, you're walking back and forth. There is some physical part to it because you are bowling, you're stretching your arm, you're stepping out off the bowls mat. So it's lunges, it's walking back and forth. And some of the matches can be about 4.5 hours long. The average match in a week, say, will take 2 hours. So that's quite a lot of walking, quite a lot of physical exercise back and forth, a lot of cardiovascular stuff, if you will. So I went from playing all the time pretty much. On a Wednesday, for example, when I was 16, I was sort of in between school and college. I was in school, I was in sixth form, but I was having to do a college course on a Wednesday. And after Christmas, that course basically, I didn't need to go in anymore because I'd done the course, I'd done the work. So the tutor was like, we can go home if you want to. So rather than go home, my mother would pick me up and she would take me to the bowls club. She'd go and do her shopping and then I'd practice. So I was practicing and putting the extra effort in all the time. So just to give you context, when I'm about 16, playing football and rugby in school, playing bowls around the clock, I was fairly active. And there'll be a picture of me on the screen from when I was about 15, I think. 15 or 16, and I look super skinny. I look a little bit ill, to be honest with you, with this photo. This is a photo on my Facebook page. I was really bony. I had no kind of tone on my shoulders or my chest or anything. I was a scrawny teenager, put it that way. But then when I went to university, so I was just turned 19 when I went to university, and that was in 2010. So 2010 to 2013, I went to university, and I think the biggest problem I had in university was boredom. So to give you some context, in my first year of university, I went, and on a Monday, I had 4 lectures. So the first one was 9, the second one was 10, and then the third one was 11. So all morning I had lectures. So I had 3 lectures, one place to the next place to the next place, doing all of this stuff. My 4th lecture wasn't until 5 o'clock in the evening. So I had until 12 o'clock in the afternoon until 5 o'clock to do whatever I wanted to, basically. There's no point going home, because there's no point coming home just to go back out to uni. Maybe I'll stay there, because you don't want to waste petrol and stuff, and money on train fare or whatever. So I'm stuck in university for this time period. I'm literally mucking around playing pool. I'm sitting down on the settees and stuff constantly. I'm eating like there's no tomorrow. I'm eating junk food. I'm eating burgers, I'm eating bacon and cheese, chips, you know, all the stuff that's bad for you. I'm eating lots and lots of that on a daily basis now. Monday is just a highlight of this because I had so much free time, but whenever I had free time in university, a lot of the time I was just sitting down, eating food, talking to people. I didn't really have anything else I could do. And this lifestyle kind of, or this became a bad habit for my lifestyle, if you will. So by the time I left university in 2013, I toned up a little bit. My shoulders are a bit more bigger and stuff now, but my belly was very bigger, or much bigger, if you will. So I had a protruding belly, and I was carrying a gut around with me then for a bit as well. Drinking wise, I've never been much of a drinker. I did drink a little bit in university, like most people do, but not much. I didn't really drink much at home either. I think the only time I ever really drank was when I went to bowls. And when you're socialising in bowls, you'd have a drink or two sometimes, and that's about it. But I wasn't one to go out and get hammered or anything like that. So drinking wise, that wasn't the main factor. The main factor was lack of exercise, lack of willpower, and eating food constantly. So that's what happened there. In 2014, so I graduated in 2013. I didn't have a job straight away like most people. I had to sign on. I then got a job fairly quickly, but it was a temporary contract for like 3 months. So by the Christmas I was unemployed, and then January 2014 until until October 2014, I was looking for a job. I was unemployed. I got the job in October that I wanted, but I spent 10 months of that year unemployed. So as you can imagine, my mental state wasn't at the best. Going to the job centre every week and signing on, what else did I do? I went to do work experience, voluntary work, that sort of thing. You know, and when you got a degree and you've worked hard for it, and you've come crashing back down to earth. So for my mental state wasn't at its best by this point, to be honest with you. And I did binge eat quite a lot. I come for debt to make myself feel better, like a lot of people do. And that's what I did with that. It wasn't an easy period of time for me, but that's what happened. So that happened there. And I pretty much kept the same sort of weight. And the problem is, even though I got a job and things improved that side of things, those bad habits that I picked up back then, I kept with me and I kept doing it. It just became the norm. And partly it's my fault. Well, of course it's my fault. Some of it's like my mother's fault as well, because she would sort of say to me, oh, you know, I'm doing a food shop, what do you want? And then I would like, if I told her what I wanted, it'd be stuff that wouldn't be good for me. For example, one of the things I used to love eating when I was younger was the pink wafers. So they were the pink and white. They're like marshmallow. It's like marshmallow with wafers either side. You get like boxes of 6 of them. They're absolutely laced in sugars. And I used to have them bought for me by my mother, and I'd eat the whole lot basically in one go. Fab ice lollies was the same thing. She'd buy me a pack of Fab ice lollies, and I would just completely finish the box straight away. I had like this addiction where I just had to have one after another one after another one. Which was awful, of course. So that was that. And then I got older, I got a bit wiser, and I started to think more about things then. Like, you know, I became a married man last year, for example. I became a married man, bought the house, you know, we're living in this house now. And I started thinking to myself, well, my health is important to me, because we could have children, you know, in the near future, probably going to have children. I'm now a married man. I'm not just responsible for myself. I'm responsible, you know, to my wife as well, and to, you know, everything else, the house and everything. What if something bad was to happen to me? And of course, when you've got so much fat around your gut and everything, it can be quite a worrying sort of thing, because you can develop heart problems, you can develop problems with your organs and stuff inside. You can have diabetes. There's all sorts of problems you can have. So I feel like now I'm at a realization where I'm like, I need to start thinking more about me and what I can do to change that. The past is gone now. You go through life and certain things happen, and it makes you stronger, and you learn from it. But now I'm at a stage where I'm responsible for what I can do now. So the treadmill's been a great help. And I mentioned at the start what I've been doing on that treadmill, and it's helped me a lot. And I'm at a stage now where it's become almost like a routine. I think the National Health Service guidelines say, if you go on their website and have a look at the like weight loss, fitness stuff, dieting, that sort of thing, it says anything to be a habit, for someone to form a habit, it takes 12 weeks of repetition of doing that thing. Well, I've been doing it for over 12 weeks now. It's become a norm. I come home from work, I'll have food or something, and I'm like, right, I need to do some exercising. Yesterday, for example, yesterday was Sunday. I'm recording this on a Monday morning before I go to work. Also, apologies if you can hear noises. The cats are running around doing their own thing. Sunday morning was a lovely day, best weather we've had in ages. So I thought to myself, do you know what? It'd be nice to go out for a walk. So me and my wife went out for a walk. Went down to the park, a lovely park, or lakes and everything, just on our doorstep. So it's lovely in the summer. We went for a walk down there, and we had it's not strictly accurate, but it's a good kind of judgment, or a good rough guide, I guess. On both our phones, we have the Samsung Health app on there, and it automatically tracks how many steps you're taking. So when your phone's in your pocket and you walk in, every time you make a stride, it'll go off. And we ended up doing I think it was 6,000 steps, or over 6,000 steps by the time we got home. So it's walking from the front door and then back about an hour or so later. Like an hour and a half, something like that in total. There are benches and stuff we sat on, and we had a little picnic sort of thing as well, which is lovely. And it's on the Samsung app thing. You put your details in, and it says on the your recommended steps. My recommended steps is 6,000, and I did over 6,000 just yesterday morning. So that's really good. So little things like that you can try and incorporate into your life as well. Getting some fresh air, going out for a walk, going on the treadmill, that sort of thing. I've started doing some strength-based stuff now, so I've got my weights upstairs, and a couple of times a week. I don't go overboard with this, because I'm just gradually doing things. I go on my weights, and I just do a few. I'll do like 10 on my right, like that, in curls, 10 on my left in curls, and then I'll go back and do another 10. I'll do 3 sets, basically, of 10 each. I'll do 30 on each hand. I'll then do the one where you got it to the side and you bring it up, like that, and down. So like that, and up. And then same on the other side, I'll do like 30 of them each. And then the final one will be up and down, up and down. So I'll just do, it's not nothing major, nothing strenuous, but it's building up a little bit of strength in my shoulders and my arms as well, just so I've got a bit more tone, etc. I do 5-minute workouts sometimes as well. I try and bring that into things, so that'll be, if you go on YouTube and type in 5-minute workouts, there's loads on there. But the one that I'm particularly fond of using is the one which focuses on your core. So it's all mat work. So you're on your back, and your legs up in the air, and you elevate them up and down, and just sort of holding if my fingers with my knees, for example, you're going up and down, and then you're going to the left and to the right, and it's 5 minutes, like I said. Each thing you do is about 45 seconds or so in time, with like a 15-second rest period in between. And it really works your stomach and your core muscles around by here, which is great. And I can't recommend it enough. It's good to try and incorporate that into your routine and stuff. So yeah, I'd recommend that definitely. And the final thing which I'm doing now, which, well, I haven't started it yet, and it's a bit difficult because of the virus. I'm not going to say what the name of the virus is, because people are getting demonetized on YouTube automatically for saying this word. So I'm just going to say the virus, the epidemic. You know exactly what I'm on about. CV19 we'll call it. I don't think it'll get picked up if I say CV19. But I was thinking about doing something else with my fitness, something that I enjoy doing. I mentioned at the start that I played football when I was in school when I was about 15, 16 years of age. And I was never the best at anything in school when it comes to sport. But the one thing I always remember, and my PE teachers, Mr. True and Mr. Long, said this as well. I was the hardest footballer in the school and I was the most improved rugby player in the school. Now, rugby-wise, I wasn't the best. I was up against boys who were playing for rugby clubs and proper like used to it, and I just wasn't. I wasn't quick enough to be a back. I wasn't strong enough to be a forward. I mentioned I was very puny earlier. But it was nice because I was able to improve and get to a point where I was quite respectable and decent enough to hold my own. Football, on the other hand, I was absolute savage. I'd play in defence usually. I was always in there. I'd go in hard and strong with my tackles. I'd rough up people. I'd hurt them. And I'd go up against people who played football for clubs and stuff. I didn't play for any clubs. I just played for the school. But I was great at it. And I was in there, you know, I'd ruffle a few feathers. I was like Virgil van Dijk. Except I'm not a multi-millionaire centre-back who plays for the Netherlands and the best footballer in the world, or best centre-back in the world, but hey-ho. I try. But I was decent enough at football, and I kind of, like I said, you know, things take over. You go to university, you form bad habits. I was playing in bowls a lot of the time as it was. I had success with bowls, playing for Wales and everything. And by the end of it then, I didn't really play football anymore. I've always had this itching kind of idea of if I could get back and play football, it'd be nice for me to go and try and do something with that. So eventually, my cat's growling, by the way. He does that sometimes. He's got something in his mouth. Idiot. So I thought, well, what about futsal? Because my local team has a futsal club that they formed recently, only a few months ago in like October. So they're only about 6 months old, the team is. And from what I can understand, they're looking for players. They don't have many players on there. I think they've only got about 5 or 6 in their squad. Now with futsal, it's much quicker, much fast-paced than regular football. There's 1 goalkeeper and 4 outfield players. When the ball goes out of play, you've got to try and get the ball back into play within 4 seconds. There's rules on like the goalkeeper, like you're not allowed to like pass back to the keeper or something. You know, obviously you can't in football. You know, you can't pick it up, pass it back, but you're not supposed to pass back to the keeper at all, I think. Or there's different rules there which I'm gonna have to read up on, but it's much quicker paced than football. And then there's unlimited substitutes as well, so you can like bring people in and out and whatever, and you know, you can literally come back on like 3 times in a match and it'll be fine, sort of thing. So I'm thinking about playing futsal. I'm obviously doing the fitness thing, losing a bit of weight, but this would certainly help out tremendously as well, playing futsal. From what I understand with the team and everything, they've only played like 3 matches and they've had difficulty with the leagues organising matches and stuff. So I don't know where things stand, but I think I'm going to message them this week and I'm going to find out what's going to happen. Like, you know, give me some information, you know, how much does it cost anything? You know, where do you play? What do you do? That sort of thing. I think they train on Thursday evenings, between 9 and 10 in the night. So that's something I could do on a Thursday evening. I'm usually free Thursday evening. And then they play Sunday mornings, I think, which again should be fine for me. So it's an idea. It's something I'm thinking about. You know, it'd be good to play with the ball and play futsal and stuff. After all these years of not playing football for many years, and obviously go out and buy the equipment like shin pads and you got to get like rubber trainers as well and stuff like that. So I'll have a little look online and see what deals I can get and stuff like that. So it's an idea. I messaged my friend Tom as well, and I think he's up for it, so we could both do it together. He's also in a similar boat to me where he's had his own journey. He's gone through things. Both of us have had like similar journeys, but he's also had other things have gone on in his life. He's put on weight, same as me. He's trying his best to tone up and lose a bit of weight as well. So it's nice that we're both in the same stage of our lives, I guess, on this journey, trying to lose weight and stuff. But yeah, it'll be nice if we can both give that a go and we're able to play, you know, train every Thursday and then play every once in a while on a Sunday. That'd be lovely, that would. So I'm going into things with an open mind. I did read a bit about it, like professional futsal now. There was like this university thing where they tested like a team of 12 players from Manchester like last year, and they tested like their bleep tests and stuff. And basically a really good professional futsal player will be scoring a 12 on a bleep test. That's how much endurance you need to have to go back and forth constantly. And what they found was most of the players, when they come back in like the pre-season, were hitting like a 10, which is good for amateur level apparently at 10. 11, then they climbed to 11, and eventually got to everybody in the squad got to a 12, and that's what you should be hitting. But if you can get to like a 10, that's good. I hadn't done a bleed test in years, so when the weather's nice, I like go out with Panda somewhere like on a football field and actually do a bleed test and see like what I can actually score. I hadn't done a bleed test since I was in school. I can't remember what I had when I last did a bleed test. They're not fun bleed tests. They're absolutely agonising. But you got to look at inspiration and stuff. I'll use this player as inspiration. James Milner, who plays for Liverpool, he's about 34 now. He's in the twilight of his career. He probably hasn't got many years left in him. There's training videos on the Liverpool official YouTube channel where they show stuff. And one of them was a bleed test. He outdid everybody in the bleed test. He's 34. You got all these youngsters and stuff who in their prime, and he's outdoing them all. So for inspiration, look no further than James Milner. He's fantastic when it comes to stuff like that. So I could sort of incorporate the running. I could incorporate, what I'm doing with the weight loss. Dieting is the other important thing I haven't mentioned. It's a difficult thing, dieting. I'm a bit of a fussy eater as well, which doesn't help. But what I am doing, I'm trying to cut the amount of quantity I'm having with my food, because I used to be somebody, like I mentioned, who overindulged. I'd have a massive plate of food. I'm trying to indulge. I think the rule of thumb is if it's bigger than your fist or something, it's too much for you. So try not to eat stuff that's no bigger than your fist on the plate. So I'm quantity-wise, I'm trying to reduce that a little bit. But I'm also reducing the amount of crap that we bring in here. I've cut out fizzy drinks completely. I only have a fizzy drink once in a blue moon if I'm out somewhere socialising, having a meal or something. Apart from that, I don't have a fizzy drink at all. I drink water. I just drink plain water in the house all the time now. I do have flavoured water that I do drink occasionally in the house as well. And I will have a cup of tea every now and again as well. And that's about it. It's literally water and tea. I haven't even had milk in ages. I do drink milk sometimes, but again, that's quite rare as well now. It's mainly water or tea that I'm drinking. I think I'll do for this first video. I've gone on for like 20 odd minutes now. It's gone on a bit long, to be honest. I don't know when I'm going to edit this. This is a Monday morning before I go to work. I literally got up, got dressed, did what I had to do, cleared the cat litter tray. The cats are running around here like little maniacs, so I do apologise for the sounds you've heard in this first little chronicalization. And what I'll do more of these, because these are quite good. And it's nice to have a different setting by here in the living room on the phone downstairs, rather than being cooped up in the bedroom upstairs, because I do find that can be quite depressing sometimes. I'm in front of the computer all day in work, and then to come home and do the same thing. You just want to break from it sometimes. If you've got any questions about things, let me know. I'll answer them all, of course, and I will do another one of these in probably a few weeks. If I've got an update maybe on the futsal thing, if I end up doing that, I'll do like a little update, like a part 2, and I think, like I said, that'll be a good thing to document. Anyway, guys, I've been Dragonheart.